we're also waiting a news conference to give you updates, and we'll bring that here as well. And with all of that, we do say good morning. President Joe Biden is expected to sign a memorandum ensuring safe access to abortion pills. It comes on what would have been the 50th anniversary of Roe. Closer to home, the battle over abortion came to the streets of San Francisco this weekend. Thousands of people gathered for the 19th annual Walk for Life March. In Santa Rosa, authorities are stressing the importance of getting the unhoused into supportive housing. It's after a homeless man was killed Saturday after he was caught on fire in a parking lot. And today is Lunar New Year, marking the holiday. The Bay Area has seen many festivities that are popular among East Asian cultures. Given the Bay Area's large Asian community, there have been celebrations everywhere. ABC 7 News reporter Ansar Hassan starts things off in Oakland. And a unique art exhibit is now open in San Francisco. It features works marking the end of the year of the tiger under the Chinese. And okay, Lisa, what is the Lunar New Year weather going to look? The family of 29-year-old Tyree Nichols will speak at a news conference tomorrow after Nichols died days after he was pulled over by officers. 5 Tennessee officers have been fired in connection with the death. After she crashed her car into a backyard pool in San Rafael. Noticed some changes when they used BART's 19th Street. And in San Francisco, the iconic Ferry Building is about to get a makeover. The improvements are part of the waterfront's revival after the pandemic, and ABC 7 News reporter Leah Melendez has a look at what this means for visitors. And you and I also in theme, Lisa.
Usually those offshore winds in the wintertime can mean fire, but you know, we're pretty well saturated.
Yeah, we're doing really well.
Don't have to worry about that.
That's not a concern. Okay, Lisa, thank you. All over the Bay Area, hundreds of trees, some large, some small, have come crashing down because of the storms. It's obviously a huge problem, but how can you tell if a tree in your yard or on your street is vulnerable or in danger of falling? ABC 7 News reporter Dustin Dorsey got tips from the experts. And still to come on ABC 7 Mornings, a manhunt underway right now after a gunman opened fire after a Lunar New Year festival near Los Angeles. 10 people have died and 10 others injured. We'll have the latest on the mass shooting overnight. And we are following breaking news this morning. Another mass shooting. Authorities are on the hunt for a gunman after he opened fire after a Lunar New Year celebration in Southern California, killing 10 people. This happened in Monterey Park, a city just east of Los Angeles. At least 10 people are also available, and you can always get more information on abc7news.com. But with that, we do say good morning again to all of you here on Sunday, January 22nd. Thank you for joining us. We're, of course, going to continue to follow that story and many other stories this morning. Lisa Argent, good morning to you. Let's start here with a check of the forecast. And former Oakland City Councilman and Shangtao's former opponent for mayor is speaking out against her decision to place the police chief on leave. Happening tomorrow, rideshare drivers, passengers, and community members are rallying for protections against sexual. Tracking some windy weather today and also king tides. They are pounding. And we turn now to that lucky escape for one very special pup, Seamus. A 1-year-old Australian shepherd was swept away by California floodwaters, but thanks to a homeless Good Samaritan and an Apple AirTag, he is now home safe. And that was Whit Johnson reporting. We're so happy Seamus is safe and well. Apple has not endorsed AirTags to track pets or people yet, but they are available for purchase. Yay, Seamus, Lisa. Good story. We need that.
Yeah,
We're coming off a Friday night win on the road against the Cavaliers. That in the NFL, a big matchup between the Cowboys and the Niners this afternoon at Levi's Stadium. Meanwhile, one team in the NFC has already stamped their ticket to Championship Sunday. Sports anchor Chris Alvarez has the highlights in this morning's sports. All right, let's get a check of the forecast now, Lisa, for that 40
of spring.
We love, wow, mid-60s.
Yeah.
Okay, we deserve it after this really cold weather. All right, Lisa, thank you. We'll be right back. Dollars. And also, Lisa, let's get one check of the forecast now quickly before we wrap up.
All right, well, it's
thank you. And also before we go, we do want to give another update on that breaking news we're following this morning. Authorities are on the hunt for a gunman after he opened fire after a Lunar New Year celebration in Southern California, killing 10 people. At least 10 people are also hurt. It happened in Monterey shooting in the U.S. this year. And of course, more than anything, our hearts go out to all the families of the victims this morning. Thank you for joining us here on ABC this week. And good morning, everybody. It's Sunday, March 12th. I'm Liz Kreutz here with Lisa Argent, and we keep talking about the same thing. More rain on the way.
And the records in terms of how much we've seen and the wind gusts.
The damage in that area is some of the worst we've seen since last week's atmospheric river. Those evacuations and rescues come as even more rain is on the way. As ABC 7 News reporter J.R. Stone tells us, some people are also being warned now about their drinking water. Rivers are still cleaning up from the last atmospheric river as well, and first responders are getting ready for more flooding there, potentially more flooding. ABC 7 News reporter Cordell Bernard was in Mill Valley and tells us about that community's concerns. Police are also searching for the person responsible for a shooting and carjacking in Antioch. U.S. tech and finance sectors are calling on the federal government to work out a solution for the failed Silicon Valley Bank. The bank was known for helping early-stage startups. ABC 7 News reporter Ansar Hassan explains there is also fear these startups could collapse if they lose their money. Happening today in the North Bay, memorial services are being held to honor the teenager stabbed to death at Montgomery High School in Santa Rosa. Issued an apology to a judge who was shouted at by students at an event on the campus. And we're counting down the debate as well. We're talking about over the color of the Oscars carpet. That debate is still going on. Remember, it's not going to be a red carpet this year. It's going to be a champagne carpet. People have been weighing in online. One person wrote, "It's not the Oscars without the red carpet." Others disagree, saying champagne color is more modern. Entertainment reporter Sandy Kenyon has everything fashion and design now in today's Oscars preview. I do really enjoy, Lisa, looking at all the different. I'm looking forward to that. We deserve it.
Yeah.
Lisa, thanks. Just 2 years ago, multiple community safety efforts were launched in Oakland's Chinatown after numerous violent crimes in the area. Well, now it appears those efforts may be paying off. As ABC 7 News anchor Dion Lim explains, those leading the effort believe it's a strategy that could work in other parts of the city. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us, and we're going to get to that story in just a moment. But first, let's get another check of the forecast, Lisa. More rain expected today and tomorrow and Tuesday.
That's right, and we're getting some.
A historic city landmark in San Francisco took a big hit this weekend from the storm. The Trocadero Clubhouse in Stern Grove Park was severely damaged by a downed eucalyptus tree. The space is a popular venue for weddings, and as ABC 7 News reporter Tara Campbell reports, reservations are now on hold. Several residents in San Francisco's Bernal Heights neighborhood are now displaced after their building erupted in flames. FBI says two sisters who were living in Texas along with their friend disappeared after crossing the border last month to sell clothes at a flea market in Mexico. The news comes after the alleged kidnapping of 4 other Americans in Mexico, 2 of whom were killed. ABC News reporter Matt Rivers reports from Mexico City. And that was Matt Rivers reporting a handwritten letter was left behind by the cartel in that first alleged kidnapping. It apparently apologized to the affected Americans and their families and a bystander who was killed in the shooting. Former Vice President Mike Pence is criticizing former President Donald Trump for his part in the January 6th riots. Amazing, and welcome back home. Okay, before the Warriors won last night, Klay Thompson surprised a teenager with a real... All right, Lisa, let's get another check. Sports. The Warriors are back in the Bay looking to break their 3-game losing streak last night at Chase Center, and this sure did. ABC 7 sports anchor Chris Alvarez has all the highlights in this morning's sports.
Weather Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
All right, Lisa, sounds good. Looking forward to that. Thank you. Cisco, it's the Global Women's March for Iran. Protesters will call for an end to gender-based discrimination and violence in the country. The march starts at Market and 5th Streets at 11:30, and it will make its way to City Hall. The rally will also feature an art exhibit there at City Hall showing the first ever International Women Life Freedom Quilt. The project is in collaboration with the National AIDS Memorial, and it will symbolize the calls for freedom for the Iranian women. And San Francisco's financial district was also full of green for the 172nd annual St. Patrick's Day Parade this weekend, and the wet weather did not stop the show. All right, this year, the Oscars is full of firsts. ABC 7 News anchor Dion Lim sat down with legendary Emmy Award-winning Hollywood producer Janet Yang, who was also the first Asian American woman to be voted. Lisa, what do you think of champagne carpet instead of the red carpet?
Yeah, I like the change.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I guess the stylist was true that it might make the outfits look a little nicer. It might not clash with the outfits.
Very important.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just keep it coming, and the winds accompanying that.
Same old story. We'll brace ourselves. Exactly. Yeah. Thank you, Lisa. And thanks for joining us here on ABC 7 Mornings. I'm Liz Kreutz along with Lisa Argent. ABC 7 News continues.